Nordebak has right now. And, you know, these are the difficult moments to deal with because you've been on the attack. You've been the one who's been putting the pressure on the front foot. And now suddenly, out of nowhere, one of the worst pieces on the board for Alireza Firouzja becomes a big, big weapon. You know, that knight, if it lands on d3, combine it with the queen against the white king, it might be Nordebak who needs to go on the defense. He moves forward with the knight because that's the only chess that these guys know. Go forward, attacks the bishop, continues to attack the bishop, not giving black the time for that knight maneuver.
He's really consistently, stubbornly hunting down that bishop now. Not too many safe squares for it. There we go. It finds a way to create a threat, at least, hitting the white rook on c1, which doesn't have too many safe squares of its own. There we go. Protects its own king. Now, the white king huddled up nice and safe. It's just about whether white can create any threats before the black pawns push forward.
I'm scared. I'm scared for that c-pawn. I mean, 3 steps away from becoming a queen, a direct path assisted by its own minor pieces right there. This is getting fun.
There was a part of me that was thinking, hang on a second, we're going to have to start calculating whether or not we can just push right now because the bishop on a3 is watching the queening square as well. This is so dangerous for white.
So dangerous, this could turn. The eval bar says big advantage and whoa, tactics. If that knight is captured, the white queen is staring across the board at the black knight. The queen's vision on the 5th rank now blocked by the black rook. He needs to keep up the energy here, Nordebak. Is there a reply? Maybe he missed this block by the black rook. Firouzja certainly missed the knight jump, but reacted and recovered very well.
Wow. So now, black is about to win a piece.
Whoa, he gives up his queen.
What?
He gives up the white queen. He gets a rook, a bishop, and pawn in return. It's actually level material after all of that. But you have to think that the black queen is going to do a good job of covering everything here.
And also, creating chaos, thriving under time pressure. It's 2 minutes versus 1. I know we say Firouzja shines in these scenarios, but is this a little bit too much to overcome? Crazy imbalances and so much to calculate.
And he's not happy with this imbalance, you know? He had that shake of his head again. He's panicking because it's not only the rook, knight, and pawn. That b5 pawn is way worth more than just the pawn, you know? It's going to make sure that it ties down plenty of black pieces. Now, Nordebak attacks the black knight as well, pushes the pawn. Nordebak might be down a queen, but he's still playing for the win.
Yep. Clock is key here. 2 minutes versus 1 minute. He needs to keep the speed. Nordebak, you can take the black knight. You can just remove your own knight from attack. Either way, he's done everything right. Magnus has said it. Levon Aronian has said it. It's easier to play with pieces rather than a queen when it comes to a time scramble. You have more pieces to pre-move with. This is his golden opportunity. Can he seize it?
And it's 49 seconds for Alireza Firouzja, who needs only a draw to advance to the semi-finals. A semi-final spot on the line. Nordebak Abdusatrov has created everything, all the opportunities to get that comeback win. The knight moves forward. The black queen needs to attack the white knight to keep the material balance. Rook takes knight, queen takes knight, loses another pawn.
It's now 2 pawns, a rook and a knight for the queen. So much material. The white knight isn't a great piece, but it can save itself, can improve itself. He's only got 34 seconds, still so much of the game ahead, Alireza Firouzja. Surely we're headed to Armageddon now, but Abdusatrov nervously looking at the clock, shaking. You can see the nerves on his face as he calculates, retreating with his knight. That's not a great square, but there we go. He carves out a square for it to jump forward to.
But it comes at the cost of a big pawn in the center. And now Alireza gets the rook to tie down that b pawn from moving forward. Nordebak Abdusatrov trying to activate every single piece. 27 seconds.
1 whole minute advantage for Nordebak in the time scramble. Firouzja is going to need to show off all of those bullet skills to save this one. The checks continue. The black king being tracked down now. The white rook still need to coordinate. Still eyeing up some pawns.
This is going into an Armageddon. That is my prediction. 19 seconds. I know Alireza Firouzja, he is an absolute mega beast with that much time on the clock. But look at the position. The 2 rooks coming in. Checks. Pawn on f6 being attacked right now. Defended. Gives a check.
Big mistake apparently from Alireza Firouzja. It's not about the board, of course, it's more about the clock. But the white rooks are wreaking havoc right now. The black king is actually about to be checked back to the back rank. And there we go. Nice hit on the black queen. Finding a way to keep the tension, keep material. And he's blundered his rook!
Oh my goodness,
Nordebak.
no!
He's blundered his rook with 12 seconds for Alireza.
He's still playing on the clock. That was a blind spot. Nordebak Abdusatrov recovers, gets straight back to the board. But now, completely lost on the board. Alireza Firouzja about to deliver checkmate, and he does. He goes through to the semi-finals.
Alireza Firouzja in dramatic fashion. Might I